Goeiedag. Good day, fellow South Africans. Something has just dawned on me, a real revelation, and it's so simple. It's like, you can't see the wood for the trees, and now all of a sudden, bingo, I got it. You heard of white majority capitalism and terms like that, where, the whites own everything and the blacks are dispossessed and etc., etc., etc. I have just come to the revelation that there are three different types of dispossession of white assets going on before our eyes, and we hadn't even realized it. Right at the very top, we have the expropriation of land without compensation, where people like Julius Malema, who says that, before you can take land that you believe you could farm, you need to put forward a business plan. And then he goes on to say, if you're a DJ, keep on playing your music. You'll be cool. Now, Malema is the one, and he's one of many politicians who are currently looking at farmers' land right now that they can expropriate once the bill goes through. And as I said in an earlier video, Malema actually has people who are going out there and providing him information as to which farms should be expropriated without compensation. He can then put forward his business plan. Bang, bingo, he gets the land. And he puts a white farmer in as the manager. And the farm goes under the name of XYZ Enterprises, and nobody ever knows that he is actually behind the whole thing. That is the top level of stealing the assets of white people. The second level is the one that I've just put a video up about, which is where now pension funds, which are largely white pension funds, are now going to be forced to pay a large percentage of their equity into failing state-owned enterprises. And we know what happens there. There's so much corruption going on that has never gone to court. In fact, no one has ever gone to court for state-owned enterprise corruption. The bureaucrats are in on it. The Zuma's in on it. The whole ANC is in on it. They're all making a cut. So what's happening is that white pension money is going in, and it's going out the back door through corruption in these state-owned enterprises. That's level number 2. Now, these are huge amounts of money. They're your big top level transfer of money from white to black. That's happening right now. And right at the bottom, now we'll get to right at the bottom of the moment, I need to clarify exactly who the beneficiaries at the top are. Okay, expropriation of land without compensation are very well-connected politicians and top bureaucrats who will have business plans and suddenly get this huge bit of farm and off they go. That is right at the top of the pie. Second level, what we have is the pension fund scenario. Who are the beneficiaries there? Well, when the money goes in from the pension funds, the top bureaucrats and the middle bureaucrats and even the project managers will each be pulling out their share of the corruption. They'll have all sorts of deals going on with people that they get involved in. Anyway, look, that's the second level of corruption. The third level, and this is the one that we actually see. Okay, this is the visible front of the crime that's going on in South Africa. The visible front, and that is the home invasions, the farm invasions, the theft, all these things that are going on, the carjackings. But you know what? That's little pickings. That is a little pickings, because it might equate to $1,000 or 1,000 rand or 1,500 rand or maybe 100 rand. And this is restricted to the poor amongst the African community. That's the only way they can get their share out of taking stuff from the white population. So you can see what I'm saying, is that the whole of South Africa now, that the whole government, the way it operates, the way it's projected to go forward, is about stealing the assets of white people. And you have very, very clear-cut peer system in there. You've got your very well-connected bureaucrats, your politicians who are going to clean out with expropriation of land without compensation, because the other Africans won't be able to put a business plan forward because they don't have people working for them doing this sort of stuff. So they're going to be the winners. Then the second level is the bureaucrats through the pension funds that are now going to be forced to put money into state-owned enterprises like Eskom and South African Airways. And right at the bottom is the only thing you really hear about, which is home invasions, farm invasions, those sort of things, where basically tiny amounts of money in comparison to what's going on at the two top levels is being stolen from the whites. And the unfortunate aspect of the lower level is that it often involves the people who are facing the crime being victimized. And we know how terrible those farm invasions can be. And I'm actually talking to a fellow at the moment, and his name is Ryan. Shout out to Ryan. I just need a bit more information about this project he's got, but it could be something that could be very useful in protecting the property of a farmer. And I'll go into more detail about that once Ryan actually comes up with something a bit more substantial. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed, and have a great day. Bye for now.